Ladies and gentlemen, when you get a podcast, you get your special guest, and you kind of like to. Well, I would pay this guy to interview this guy. This guy is named Chris Kenny, ladies and gentlemen. Chris, on behalf of my cousin, graduated Visitation. You got to get those Vivettes going, baby. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I looked around about the seedings and the drawings, and it's a very interesting thing. And you're an interesting fellow to talk about the real insights of soccer players and soccer teams. And the deal is that it seems like you had 7 teams in your district, so therefore,
yes,
the number 1 sits out for a game, and they were only 7 and 6, and then you go down at 4 and 6, at number 3.
I think we're 5 and 6 right now, aren't we? Might be 5 and 6.
Okay, we'll go 5 and 6, and then number 3 is 9 and 1. But what the inside story is, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the power rankings that you could play Tom, Dick, and Harry. You play somebody, they ain't nothing. If you play a full, solid schedule, you play a Class 4 schedule, really.
Right.
But you're
That's what we argued in the meeting, that our losses, to schools like Jackson or Granite City or Coriezu or St. Joe, those are good teams. And so, the other schools oftentimes had maybe better records, but they don't play any teams of real significance. So I think in general, the group thought and agreed with us that Westminster, I think, was clearly the one. And then Metro and us kind of debated 2-3. But I do think it was a fair seeding with regard to us getting 2. Not that it matters that much, but I do think it'll be helpful for us.
Yeah, and it's just the overall argument. What leads is that the story goes is that when you lose those games, you don't get mercied. I mean, You're right there, man, and OT and this and that. And so anyway, hats off to you. And I want to tell the audience about the situation is that you got the, you're coming up with, for God's sakes, man, I thought I had it together. Oh, I missed it. I was going to get you who you're going to play.
Oh, yeah. So we're playing that Gateway Science.
Yes.
Yeah, we're playing Gateway Science first round. If we win, we'll play the winner of the Metro game. I think Metro.
And Afton, maybe?
Yeah. So that, Metro is, from all accounts, is going to be decent. I think, if we can we've still got a couple kids who are out with some injuries, and if we can get everybody healthy, then I like our chances to get into the final. But they'll be challenging games.
Oh, absolutely. And Gateway is that place up on Filer off of Kings Highway that where the old St. Louis Hall of Fame was at, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. And they, magnificent field there and everything. I forgot to look. Who's the host?
Westminster's the host.
Nice. And they're right up the street from you, right? Up the highway?
Correct. Yeah, the first round of games are a week from Saturday. Saturday, I think it's the 16th. And then there'll be 3 games, 8, 10, and 12. We have the 12 o'clock game. And then The next round would be, if we would win, would play on Tuesday. And those two games will be, Westminster will play their game at home, and then we will play if we would win, we would play at home as well. So we're playing at separate sites. And then the finals would be that Thursday at Westminster.
Right. And so the Vivettes, man, I mean, they're right in the thick of things that, why not win the district, I mean,
it would be nice.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Yeah.
This is the first year that we've been back down to where we belong, really, as a Class 2 school. Our size is, we've got class sizes of roughly 60 kids, and so we've been up in Class 3 because of the championship factor, and we just don't have the numbers that can compete with some of those other schools.
Yeah. You're always been a big guy about numbers rather than talent. That individual talent, and a small school with individual talent, and working out and having a complete strategy. It seems like from the early beginning, I've known you. You always, hey man, there's something you can't run from these numbers.
Yeah, you got to get bodies. You got to have, we're getting about 28 to 30 kids come out in general. With more and more sports like lacrosse and different things, and when your class sizes are small, if you only have 240 kids total, you got to have enough talent. And then we get a couple kids the last several years that decide not to play high school, and that doesn't help.
Well, and plus, if somebody gets hurt, holy cow! There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've had the whole season. We have yet to have everybody healthy at one time. So we're hopeful that will happen once we get into districts.
Well, I don't want to put you in a I gotcha moment or anything, but you would like to expand on the outstanding student athletes at Visitation that they had to make a choice either to play high school or not, and if you have any you want to pass on to another day, or you want to get into it?
Last couple of years, Grace Restovich was one. She's at Notre Dame. She didn't play. My first year there, Kate Lewis, who ended up was a goalkeeper, went to SLU. She didn't play the first year, and then played the years after. This year, Georgia Restovich was one. She's a sophomore. Maya Tipton is another one that didn't play this year. She played last year but didn't play this year. And those are big talents that, if they play, we become an instant. Our team changes for sure. But they're always trying to measure the what's better for if I'm looking to get recruited, what's going to be the best platform for that, and so. They have to make decisions based on what their needs are, and we try to deal with what we have left and make those players that we have the best that we can.
Yeah, and that interesting story, because I don't know I'm connected with the National High School Champions League.
Okay.
And the story goes is that it's happening all across the country, and it just doesn't. It doesn't seem like it's, not fair or something like that. It just seems like it's really for no reason. And
Agreed. Yeah, I wish there was a better. I wish, quite honestly, the ones that could really change would be the U.S. soccer. And it is complicated because you do have across the country, Indiana, for example, plays girls soccer in the fall. Some of the warmer states play soccer in the winter. We play it in the spring. So it's hard to make definitive rules, but I wish they would say, try to find some kind of conversation about, pushing kids to play high school, because it is more realistic than college because you're training every day. But again, every kid and family has to make that decision based on what their needs are.
Yeah,
Sometimes maybe it is because they don't like the coach. Maybe it is they don't think they'll be competitive. Maybe they don't, for whatever reason. But it's an interesting time, I think, for high school sports, soccer specific.
yeah, and I was talking to Dan Musenfector earlier today, your old buddy from up there, McClure area.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
did. You never ran across the highway to go to McDonald's, did you?
I did not.
I heard some rumors that Comets would run across the highway to get a sandwich.
Well, there was a Jack in the Box
Oh
across the
yeah,
way there.
that is a taco.
That was a common practice for the McClure Comets. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, okay. No fifth year for those guys
Yeah.
before we get going. But the story about college soccer having the ability to play in the summer on teams throughout the area, that you had college kids that are sitting idle. And,
Right.
And when you grew up through the college ranks, you played 12 months a year, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we were always playing. And in fact, if you remember, for a while they were doing the indoor tournaments during the winter that the college teams would play at Delwood and out at Twelman's and Bridgeton and up in Jamestown area. Those were real popular for a while.
Yeah, it was. Don't hurt those guys. Don't touch them. It was. Hey man, if you better bring your A game.
Yeah. And there weren't the organization of colleges. We just all played on our own, which is again it's a different time.
Oh.
But we were all playing pretty much 12 months out of the year.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking. They used to have a college tournament up there at Delwood, but
That's right.
I digress. So it comes out is that you are hands free, and I guess you got the air conditioning, we got back noise, we got everything going on, but Wales Certified had to talk to the coach, Coach Kenny, and Coach, wrap us out. What do you got to say about anything, about anybody, as long as you want? This is your opportunity.
Well, we're just, the Viz is really looking forward to the districts. We think we have a chance to be competitive with Westminster and whoever else we play. We got some really solid players. We got a kid who's in goal, Claire Benoit, who's a Texas Tech recruit, who's solid in goal, and Amaya Kolacek and Maeve McMullen and Claire Glisson are seniors, along with Anna Novak, who are seniors, who I think are providing a lot of really good leadership for us. We've got a lot of sophomores and a couple freshmen who are helping us. So we're excited about the postseason. We have 2 more regular season games. Play St. Dominic tomorrow. They're always good. And then we play Ursuline on Tuesday. Is our last regular season games, and those will be kind of games to prepare us for the district.
That's right. I tell you, I'll be wearing a lot of red, and I'll be hooping and hollering like my cousin for the Vivettes. Go Vivettes!
Yeah, we'll appreciate the support.
And I want to give everybody a Wales Certified one-time pass that you could be a Viz supporter in 2026.
That's right. We appreciate it, Cal.
Right on. So here it is. You've been whale certified. You're in the whale certified Hall of Fame and the Infinity. And the Vivettes, everybody's going to be a Vizette for the next month or two. So the best to you and yours, okay?
All right, thanks, Kev. We appreciate it, man.
Tell the girls all about the whale certified hooting and hollering for you.
We'll do it, man. Thanks, buddy. See ya.
All right.
All right, bye.